For Dragon Ball fans, there are a few things that will always remain constant. No matter how low your volume is, the Xenoverse music will always be loud. No matter in what format, be it manga, game, or anime, Piccolo will always be aura farming. And of course, there will never be a Xenoverse 3. Except for all the way back in February when it was actually leaked. And it's coming out next year. After 10 long years of waiting, it's finally time. Xenoverse 3 is confirmed. And in preparation for the return of Xenoverse, I got a couple of videos planned. But enough about the future. Let's talk about what this video is about. The absolutely unbelievable amount of DLC they've released for Xenoverse 2. With the release of Future Saga Chapter 4 being the newest one, the grand total of DLCs available right now is 20. There are 20 separate DLCs for Xenoverse 2. But that's also not true, because you're forgetting all the standalone DLCs. The Kanton City Vote Pack adds characters, the Legend Patrol Pack adds all the original characters, the first DLC for the game, the 2 separate music packs, and of course the pre-order bonus that's not available anymore. So, not counting the unavailable pre-order bonus, or accidentally counting the Kanton City Vote Pack twice, and also not counting that stupid Time Patrol support pack because you can just grind all that, there are 6 standalone DLCs, 6 bundles, which are containing a total of 18 separate instances of DLC. So, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go through all of these DLCs while tallying up the cost to see how much money it costs to play Xenoverse 2 with all of its content. But before we go through each separate instance, we're just going to calculate all the bundle prices, what they include, and at the end we'll see how much of a deal you're getting by buying the bundle instead of the separate instances. Because I bought the separate instances as they came out. I spent a lot of money, and I don't want you to make that same mistake. So let's just go ahead and get right into this price gouging exercise. While the Super Pass is on sale right now, it usually costs about $30. For $30 though, you are getting a new campaign, 9 new characters, and a plethora of new moves, skills, super souls, clothes, everything really. So while $30 is a bit steep, $15 sale is pretty good for the amount of content you're going to get, and Goku Black Rose is the best character. Next up we have the Extra Pass, and in my opinion this DLC on sale is the most worth it, probably for UI Goku alone. But you get a whole bunch of good moves with this one, and they added all the transformations based game, but this used to be required in order to get, I believe it was Super Saiyan Blue. But yeah, not too bad, and it raises the total cost to 60. Next up on the smaller side we have the Ultra Pack set, which only contains 2 instead of the usual 4. So you'll get 10 new missions, the usual, couple new characters. This time around, Android 21 and Super Saiyan God Vegeta are the standouts, as well as some Tournament of Power characters. But overall, for $15, this DLC isn't too bad, but it's not as good as some of the other ones in my opinion. Next up, usually going for about $15, is the Legendary Pack set, which contains a bunch of Universe of Power, Dragon Ball movie, and a couple of other random characters like Pikkon from the Janemba movie. But pretty good pack set, and again it's another small one, so not too much at risk if you buy this one, and it does come with some story stuff, so not too bad. Next we had the Hero of Justice pack set, which added all the characters from Dragon Ball Superhero, Gamma 1, 2, Gohan, Piccolo, and it added the Beast transformation for Saiyans. And of course there's new campaign stuff that I admittedly never actually got to play, but being $2 more is the only kind of downside, but pretty good, and Beast is a really good transformation. And our most recent DLC pack is of course the Future Saga DLC pack. Now this is around the time where I had to take a very long break from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, as I had basically bought every single previous DLC before this, and all the stuff with Fu and all the other things were very confusing for me, and I just never got into it. But this one is a whopping $40. But at least for that price, you're getting a whole lot of content, campaign, characters. They added apparently 10 playable characters in this DLC so far, with more on the way. Weirdly enough, they did move over Broly from Dragon Ball Super to this DLC, as I could have sworn he was in one of the previous ones, but whatever. Since this will most certainly be the last DLC before Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, I fucking hope, I can only imagine that they're really going all out, and this last chapter will be a banger. If you guys want me to go back and actually, play through all the DLC campaigns, well, show this video some support so I know it's worth dropping this absurd price tag that's coming up. So, now we have all the data. It's time to find out how much it costs to play $147 from all the bundles, $10 from the Legend Patrol pack, $8 from the Conton City Vote pack, and of course, $30 for both of the music packs, as well as $5 for the Goku Black DLC. Leaves us with the cheapest possible total for all DLC in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 equals $208 after counting the Daima pack. Which, my bad. But aren't we forgetting something? We still need to cover the costs for buying all of these individually, as so many poor players did, including me. Using this stolen Canva design, we will make this new chart. But first, I gotta get some music up in here. Okay, now that I got my music bumping, I can explain this. So we're gonna rank it pass by pass, and we're also going to be recording the amount of all the DLCs in total. So, counting all the single packs and actually counting the Diamond pack like I was supposed to, the cost in total turns into is $61. So now that we're through with that, I can explain this. So I know it says $5, but that's just because they're doing a sale on Super Pack 1 because it's the worst one. I mean, look at all the heavy hitters for the other ones that are being advertised, and you got, fuck is his name? The fucking, goddamn, I need to look this up. Frost is his name, and Frost is lame as hell. He's not even a good character in this game. But no, like Rose Goku Black, Vegito Blue, Vados, I know this one. They're all really good characters, but $40 for the pack in total is kinda crazy. But there's a lot more packs to go through, so let's get on to the next one. Next up is the Extra Pass. So after adding up the $61 from all the standalone DLCs plus the cost to the last pack, our new total is $137. Now, the Extra Pass is actually pretty solid in my opinion. I think all these characters have their own strengths, and I believe this is the DLC pack that introduced the concept of, like, it started with Android 13 where you could just automatically dodge, and then of course they gave that to UI Goku, and then the game was forever changed because they ruled the meta. But still slightly cheaper than the Super Pass, and pretty good characters for what you're going to get. I honestly think this one is slightly higher than the Super Pass if I was ranking them, but let's move on to the next one. Next up, at the cheapest so far, is the Ultra Pack, which they retail for $8 each, so buying the bundle literally makes it $1 cheaper. But you get some pretty good characters. I know Super Saiyan God Vegeta was really fun to play, and I also enjoyed doing Android 21. The only issue was I could never actually get her abilities, because by this point the PQs were just impossible for me to beat with just the AI, because I never played online as a kid. But so far, this gets points for just being the cheapest DLC pack, as well as just having a bunch of fun characters. Story-wise, I'm not sure how much this one actually added, or if it had its own campaign, but who knows. I say pretty good. Total is 153. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, weirdly, we have the Legendary Pack at $18. Now, this one was cool because I believe it added the Broken Tournament of Power stage, and that stage was just so... While it was small, I wish we had gotten a full-size Tournament of Power stage, even though that would have been absolutely massive. It was nice to get what we got, and I remember I used the absolute shit out of regular Gogeta from the Dragon Ball Super movie at this DLC, so I can't complain. I will say, a bit weird, it's $2 more expensive, and not because they're both, like, $1 more, it's because they made the Jiren one specifically $2 more. And I think that's because it's the one that included the stage, but whatever. On to the next one. Our third 2-pack in a row, the Hero of Justice pack, retails for $18, same as the Legendary pack. This one included all of the characters from the Dragon Ball superhero movie, and it added the Beast transformation, which I remember, and I still use in my current gameplay. It's pretty fucking hype. Love that one. But $18 again. I guess they just decided to really milk all of these and make it to where the one with the really nice character is $10, and then the other one that completes the set will be a little bit cheaper, as an incentive to keep buying. But usually they make the really fancy one the second one. Very suspicious. Anyway, on to our last set of DLCs. Our final set of DLCs is the current Future Saga set, and we do not have a confirmed price for Chapter 4 as of right now, as it has not released. So September 30th is when the Chapter 4 of the Future Saga releases. Then we will know for certain how much it costs to play all of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. But for right now, the Future Saga is currently $42, making it the most expensive set of DLCs so far, plus $231, no, not plus, so our total is $231 in DLC, plus $20 for the game, so the true total to play all of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is $251. That's awesome. And I have not played the Future Saga, so I cannot personally speak on it, but if you played it, if you liked it, if you hated it, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it, to know if it's actually worth playing or not. But anyway, it's about time that we wrap this up, isn't it? Alright, well, we finally got our answer. It costs $231 to play all of Xenoverse 2's DLC, assuming you already have the game. But I hope you all enjoyed, and if you made it to the end, I truly thank you. I hope that this kind of video was just kind of something that you stumbled upon, and you were like, you know what, why not? It just means the world to me, and I hope you are excited for more Xenoverse content, or more content just about other games that I have planned. Next up, probably going to be some kind of multiplayer game I played, but we'll see how it all works out. Check out my channel for some of my other videos, and follow my other socials if you like, and I'll see you all in the next one.